All-Star weekend, it's over. It's finally over. I think some of us are happy, some of us are sad, some of us don't really care. I'm one of those people that thought, honestly, it was a better All-Star weekend than I expected. I certainly look like my camera just went out for a second. I certainly have seen worse, and at the end of the day, it was better than expected, but it still wasn't the best. It still wasn't the best. Still wasn't the best. So here's the funny thing. I see a lot of people in chat saying like it was still uncompetitive, like they did not compete at all. And I agree to an extent. I think that they were competing pretty hard for a chunk of it, but it's kind of weird because the game was faster, right? But it actually just looked like how it normally looks during All-Star weekend or All-Star games at the end in the fourth quarter, right? When people start to, really hone in a little bit. Like you'll have a whole game of people just not caring, and then you have a fourth quarter. This just felt like a bunch of fourth quarters, right? Which I think that's what the NBA was going for, because they recognize that players only play hard in the fourth quarter or at the end of these All-Star games. And they went for that. They were like, okay, we'll go to 40 and just let it be. But man, I know it's not just me. Was there not a lot of breaks? I mean, it was one point where I was like, we're having a whole halftime show in the middle of this game? And we're only going up to 40? What are we doing? Bro, they were stretching it like crazy. It's like, I understand, NBA, you're trying to get your money, but my God. Way too many commercials. It was ridiculous, bro. It was absolutely ridiculous. It just came across as greedy. And then the people that were featuring in this All-Star weekend was just, no offense, but it just felt kind of cheap, right? It just felt kind of cheap. I mean, they didn't really know what to say during games. Like, that was very awkward with Shaq, Kevin Hart during the game, and they're supposed to commentate it. They did not know how to do it. It was so awkward. The celebrity appearances, what are we doing? Mr. Beast? Really? Mr. Beast? We had a performance from, and shout out to E40, but guys, E40, Too Short, In Vogue. What's going on here? I mean, we had a performance from Jello the other night. Ain't that how you say his name? The other Ball brother. What are we doing? The production was absolutely unorganized. It did feel unorganized. People's mics were just constantly going out as they were speaking. Mr. Beast cringed me so bad. It's something about Mr. Beast, bro, and I can't keep my finger. I can't put my finger on it. There's something about Mr. Beast that I just don't like. I don't know what it is, chat, but I just don't like him. It's like his eyes seem dead. It's something rubs me the wrong way. Like when your whole brand is I give money, I don't know. It just comes across as weird to me. I don't like it. Mr. Beast was trying hard and doing so much talking. At one point, he told Shaq to come over, and Shaq didn't come over. So awkward. Bro, it's just something off about the guy. I'm glad it's not just me. Very weird. I agree about Mr. Beast. He is hiding something. Something just ain't right. It just I don't know. Something about that guy. Anyways, yeah, just very strange. A lot of ads. But what do we care about, right? What do we care about? We care about how did our Spurs look? And honestly, the funny part about it, we would have never said this in the past. I am so proud of our San Antonio Spurs because, in my opinion, they were the highlight of the entire event. They were the highlight of all of it. I really do mean that. I thought Steph Castle was phenomenal. I mean, he hit a game winner. He did a phenomenal dunk contest, which he should have won. I don't care. He should have won. By the way, this is very funny. Shout out to Wemby Central for this. This is so funny. Maybe if the dunk looked like this instead of what... Instead, they would have gave him that 50. That is so funny. What do you got? Sabrina Carpenter, a lion, Who is that? I don't know. Some random dude on a car and a ladder. And a ladder. Yeah, just like randomly put. I actually said that too. I was like, yeah, just put a ladder right here. A car. That's so funny, bro. It's true though. And by the way, we had Drake. Yeah, you guys mentioned Draymond Green. Draymond Green was constantly having our back the entire time. It was nice. So you had Steph Castle doing his thing. You had Wemby actually trying in the All-Star game. You had that very great strategic skills challenge that Wemby attempted. It ended up being BS because the NBA took it away, disqualified, didn't tell them until after the event or after everyone rounds were over, and then couldn't even get an interview. I don't know why they took the fun out of everything all of a sudden. But this is Draymond Green actually talking about it. A lot of people thought that it was Chris Paul's idea, but we got some new information here.
But what I will say is,
sorry, I know that was super loud because I didn't realize my sound was all the way up.
Wemby walked around the court asking everybody, like, so, because they say, make 1 or 3 attempts. And Wemby said, oh, so I could just get all 3 of them up there. And he's like, yeah. So he asked. Now, he may not have asked the right people. But I will say, in Wemby's defense, he did ask a lot of people. I heard him ask maybe 5 or 6 people, like, so you sure I could just throw the ball? So
I thought that might be a Chris Paul decision instead of a Wemby decision.
it was actually a Wemby decision.
Okay.
It was Wemby decision, but he probably should have went with the old vet. Because see, when we was practicing, Wemby practiced it a couple times just throwing them, and C was actually shooting. So the old man followed the rookie right off the cliff.
All right, well, there you go. So Wemby did ask, and multitude of people said, yeah, you can do that. And yet and still, they disqualified them. Which, I mean, I don't know why the NBA... This is what irritates me about it so much, right? I don't know why the NBA panicked like they did. I know that there were some boos, so they started, booing Wemby or whatever. Of course they're going to boo, whatever. It is what it is. I don't know why it made the NBA so nervous, right? It's like they were just so concerned that, oh my God, everyone's going to do this. I don't know what makes you nervous. Just say, hey, you can't do that, and then we'll just do it again. What's the big deal? But I guess you couldn't do it again because you have so many advertisements, these constant commercials that you had to get to, so you have no time for anything else. It was so awkward. Even with the Mr. Beast thing where that kid was trying to, get his shots off or whatever, even Mr. Beast brought up during that, like, okay, we have to go to a commercial break. It was like, why are there so many ads? Like, anyways, people were betting on the skills challenge. They should have just got a retry. I don't understand any of that. He was doing so much improv. Yeah. So Vic was doing it in practice and no one wondered why. Yeah. He asked, he practiced, he did it. No one questioned it. And then when he actually got to the event and did the event, they said, oh, yeah, you can't do that, bro. Stupid, bro. Wembanyama is the face of the NBA, or he's going to be the face of the NBA. Just let them do a retry. It's not that serious. The All-Star weekend is not that serious. That would have been a viral moment that the NBA desperately needed, and they just squandered it because they didn't care. Speaking of long breaks, we have Trae Young complain about it as well.
What do you think of the new format, Trey? Did you like that?
No, I didn't like it at all, to be honest with you. I don't know what the fans' reaction is yet and things like that, but I think it's like too many breaks, you know what I'm saying? It's too long of a breaks, and guys are over there ready to play and stuff like that. I thought it was very competitive at the beginning, but then as the games kept going on, I think it was just too long of breaks for sure.
You didn't enjoy that 17-minute break?
Yeah, that's how long it was.
17-minute break, man.
It's too long of a break. I didn't know how long it was, but it felt like it was 30 minutes. So.
Did the game still kind of short? Like, you feel like it should have been like a 50-point target score or 60 even?
I don't know. I don't know about this.
I really do. I don't know why no one is bringing this up. I really do believe that the NBA looked at how competitive these games are And everyone recognizes that at the end of these games, it gets very competitive. So I think that that's why they had the limit to 40, because they just assumed that you're trying to get to that 40 mark. And even if you're not competitive, by the time you get to that 25 to 30, it's not going to take that long. And then you're going to really start honing in, which that kind of did happen, right? I think that last game was pretty bad, though. After they took the break, it got really bad. Like, no one cared anymore. That break really ruined it. I don't know if it just destroyed momentum or people were just like, okay, let's just get this over with. Like, this is ridiculous. And that's how I felt. I'm glad that he's being honest about it. By the way, Trae Young did compete. If you guys are wondering, if you didn't watch, which I completely understand if you didn't, Trae Young competed. Wemby competed. I would say most of the players competed. It was just no defense by the time they came back from that break in the middle of the game. There was no, everyone was just like, I don't care anymore. And then Steph went off and it just no one cared anymore. Yeah, everyone competed. Jokic didn't compete. Jokic, it's hard to tell if he's competing because even when he's winning his championship, you can't really tell if he's competing.
Target score thing, I don't know about the 4 teams and all that. I mean, for me, I'm a traditional East-West guy, so I mean, I think there's a way to make it an incentive or things like that to make guys compete really hard and just do the best players from the East, the best players from the West, and they compete. And you try to, I don't know. I mean, you just have pride protecting your side. So I feel like that.
Can I also say this though? So, like I said, Trae Young tries, all right, and I feel like all his All-Star appearances, he's pretty good. But he tries. But like, the NBA players complain about this is very weird to me, and the reason why it's weird is because they're kind of the reason why we got to this issue to begin with, right? I don't necessarily blame the NBA for guys just completely not. I mean, I'm sure NBA has something to do with it, but guys completely not caring and not playing hard. Like, this is the only reason the format has changed up as much as it did. So it's kind of weird for like Trae Young, Kevin Durant, and all these guys to come out and say, this is stupid. I really hate these changing formats. Let's just go back to East versus West. Yes, we all want East versus West, but when we did East versus West, no one cared, right? Like, it's like weird to complain about it when the players are also the issue. Kyrie tried too. I feel like everybody, for the most part, tried, right? You could tell that the vets didn't want to get embarrassed by the young guys. Also, when we first went over like the teams for Chuck, Shaq, and Kenny, I was like, wow, this makes no sense. Why are they doing this? And then after today, like it took today for me to just see the teams, and I was like, oh, this is all rigged. Like, they didn't actually choose these teams. Like, the NBA told them to choose these specific teams for this specific reason, right? Like, it just made sense. Oh, I'll pick all the guys that are older. I'll pick all the guys that are younger. I'll pick all the guys that, yeah. It was very obvious what they were doing. But yeah. Waste of time? A little bit. It was fun. It was fun at times. I think the breaks kind of destroyed the experience a little bit, to be honest with you. All right. So here's another clip we have of Jokic being ashamed of being in the presence of Wembanyama.
You really brought a book? Yeah. I read before every game. Is that this crazy? So like I brought. You really brought a book? Yeah. I read before every game. Is that this crazy? So like I brought.
Doesn't Jokic watch like horse documentaries before every game? I don't know. I just made that up. I feel like he would though. This is cute. It's just cute. Nothing crazy about it. Just cute. Wemby's being very sincere though. He's like, yeah, I read before every game. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I like that. I like him having a little bit of peace, tranquility before he gets on the court. That's really nice. I think we all should do that. I think we all should do something that relaxes us before we have to like go to work or whatever. I mean, fortunate for him, his job is pretty awesome. A lot of our jobs aren't, but hey, it'll be good for anybody. He read 50 books. He read 50 books in 2024. That's crazy. Isn't his favorite genre fantasy, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's see how much I know about my San Antonio Spurs. All right, moving on. We got some more. Yeah? I know a little some. All right. Speaking of young guys making me proud, Anthony Edwards, he doesn't make me proud. Okay. Some of the comments he's made in the past doesn't make me proud. But what he says right here makes me proud for Steph Castle.
I enjoy watching Stephon Castle. Sure, yeah. No contest. I enjoy watching that.
Why do you like watching Steph Castle?
He's from Atlanta, Georgia. So I mean, the roots, home roots, and I like the way he plays. I like the excitement he brings.
What do you think he can bring to the league? What do you think he can turn into down the road?
His potential is scary. I think so. Depending on how his work ethic is. If his work ethic, how I think it is, his potential is unlimited.
Did you try it all?
Now, some people have gotten irritated by the comparison to SGA, which I stand by that. I think his ceiling would be SGA. Will he make it there? I don't know, but that's what a ceiling is for, right? He doesn't have to, but I think a ceiling will be SGA. Ant to San Antonio confirmed. Ant has been praising the Spurs all weekend long. I don't have the clip, but he also said, like, they asked him, is he going to be the face of the NBA? And he was like, no, that's what they got Wemby for. So he already knows he's his own player. Who we talking about? I don't want his drama. To be fair, Ant doesn't really bring that much drama. He had those really horrible comments when he was outside that LGBT club, which was lame. I was like, what's that about, bro? Like, so unwarranted. But other than that, I mean, there hasn't really been any Ant drama. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, there's a lot of Ant drama. Oh, yes, he does, Clan. Oh, he does? His baby. Oh, the baby mom drama. Okay, I didn't know about any of that. Yeah, we're a Spurs channel. I only focus on the Spurs channel. That stuff, I didn't know about it. Get that. Oh, wait. Send the text. Oh, that was Ant. Oh my goodness. Send the text. Oh, that was horrible. That was bad. Oh yeah, that was it. I don't know why I was mixing him up with Zion, because Zion had that weird stuff too. Or he had some weird stuff. Oh man. Yeah, that was really bad. Yeah, you guys are right. Yeah, I'm good. That's pretty bad. I do remember that. What comments did he make, Len? It was some guys, some gay guys outside of a club or something like that, and he like drove by. He was with some chick at night. It was just random, and he did a video. And I think he just posted it, right? Like I was like, why did you post this? Of him saying like, this is what the world has come to. Look at this. This is what the world is now. And it's just like, what? They're just like chilling. Why are you doing it? Why are you putting these random guys on the internet for no reason? They're just chilling, bro. Get over yourself. That was a few years ago, or maybe a couple years ago. I don't remember. It was weird though. Zion ain't really have anything weird. He's just a little freaky sometimes. Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's see if we got more. What else we got on here? I feel like I got more. Well, let's see. Let's see here. This was cool. So this shows that Wemby is a ride or die. Here is Wemby being an absolute ride or die. So this is Mac McClung's dunk over the car, and this is Wemby's reaction. He don't even care. Wemby does not care. He's like, okay, all right, okay. Wemby not impressed. Nope. Okay. It's just so. I mean, we already did our rant about this, man. But all those props, guys. All the ridiculous amount of props. My God. All right, so this is just funny. This is just funny. Shout out to Jay for this one. If I sing you this, just know I'm about to do some smart. Yeah, this is funny. This is really funny. You got to save this one. Got to save this one, guys. Let's see here. Just a friendly reminder, this didn't get a 50. That didn't get a 50. Just a reminder that didn't get a 50. One more time. This didn't get a 50. What is it? It's a 49, apparently. Not perfect, I guess. All right. I think that's all I got for the night. And I already brought this up to you guys, but it is on the other video. But we had Ja Morant saying that he might enter the dunk contest, also saying that he F with Castle because Castle's great. We have Jeremy Sohan saying Steph Castle won, and we got Manu Ginobili saying Steph Castle won the dunk contest. So if Castle would have dunked with a coyote costume, he would have won. Yeah, for sure. Or if he brought out a celebrity to do it for him, throwing the ball through the hoop, then he might have won. T-Mac a hater? He's always hated the Spurs. Someone told me this. I was like, wow, that's actually really funny. He said that if he played more in 2013, that he would have won. Let's see. Tracy, McGrady. I wished he played for the Spurs early in his career. Responds when asked if he was ready to play in 2013 finals. McGrady wasn't even supposed to be in the San Antonio. Yeah, we know. Missed out on the rain. McGrady appeared in 6. He clinched the series in game 6. Perhaps he should have played more. One more year with the Spurs as the organization got revenge. I don't know. Someone told me that, so I guess I shouldn't just be quoting it. But apparently Tracy McGrady thought that they would have won if he played more in 2013. But maybe that's not true. I can't really find it. I saw T-Mac say he was angry when Pop played him because it messed with his career averages. There's no way he said that. Give Me a Hug by Drake, a banger. I don't listen to Drake. Kendrick drew that line, and I know where I stand. They not like us, baby. Clan, can you check out what SGA said about Wemby and give us your thoughts? Sure. Wish you guys could just send me this stuff. Shay Wemby. That's what I'll type on Twitter. Let's see what happens. What's this? This is something different. Jalen Williams was asked who he thinks would be the face of the NBA in 5 years.
I'd be pretty arrogant to say myself. So right now it's kind of looking like Shay's moving towards that trajectory. Obviously, he's still young. 5 years from now, he'll only be able to get better. So he'll be one of the faces. I think that's the good thing about the NBA too is you never really know, and there can definitely be multiple faces of the NBA. So you have guys like Ant that are leading the charge. He's another good player. So I don't know. It should be interesting. But you never know. In 5 years, it could be somebody that we didn't expect at all.
What? He doesn't even bring up Wemby. That's crazy. I guess I understand because Wemby like really went at his boy Chet. I respect this, honestly. I respect him not bringing up Wemby. It would be wrong for him to bring up Wemby. His boy is Chet. Yeah, that was smart. Don't bring up Wemby. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep the rivalry real, okay? It's gonna be a real rivalry. Real rivalry. That's really hard to say. Real rivalry. So you said SGA said something about Wemby, man. I'm not just finding it right off the bat. Oh, dang, dude. Wemby was trying for real, guys. Wemby was upset that Şengün didn't take a wide open layup. Or he gave up a wide open. Wemby was really trying, bro. He was running all over the court. You can see how tired he was. That's another reason why I'm really worried about this upcoming offseason. Because he said he's still going to play overseas. And I'm like, why? You gotta get in shape. I mean, I'm not saying he's out of shape, but you know, you gotta improve his conditioning a little bit. Let's see. I don't see the SGA comments, man. When is he never tired? Yeah, that's true. I don't see the SGA comments. I'm sorry. I wish it would just come right up, but let's see if it's on my. It seemed like a lot of people were annoyed by the Kevin Hart appearance, it seems. Kevin Hart at the NBA All-Star game is an absolute disaster. Even SGA telling him to shut up. He was talking a lot. You guys have no idea how tired I got of Kevin Hart movies. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see the SGA comments. Maybe that'd be good for another video. Anyways, overall, I thought it was fun to an extent, right? And I will admit that the All-Star game as a whole was more competitive than it normally is. But the main reason why it was more competitive than it normally is, let's be real, is because you're going up to 40 and it's basically just a bunch of fourth quarters. That's it, right? It would have looked even more competitive if they only went to 21. Like that's how ridiculous it was. So yeah. Maybe they should have just did maybe they should make more people an all-star and then therefore you could have more competition. You can have a larger bracket. You know, there's a lot of people that should be all-stars that don't make it. That would be nice. But it is what it is. Okay, this is really funny. Not funny. This is actually really cool. Marvel Rivals producer says they're already in contact with Nintendo about bringing the game to Switch 2. Let's go. I'll actually get to play with my sister. She has a Nintendo Switch. And my girl, she has a Nintendo Switch. They both will need a Nintendo Switch 2, though. That will be fun. That's good news. Ending segment.